Welcome back to another episode on how to edit receipt in Photoshop. For more videos on how to edit documents in Photoshop, I'll urge you to subscribe to this channel. And also, these videos are only for educational purpose, and I'm not responsible for any illegal actions. Let's get to work. Okay, so this receipt was sent to me by one of my clients who need them to be edited. It's actually a Java juice receipt, so I'm just going to edit the tropical greens price, the subtotal, and also we head to the total. That's 18.19. That's $8.19. All right, so this is what we are going to do, and this is going to be a very short tutorial. And if you've been following my tutorials, we've talked about all the tools that we are going to use in editing Photoshop. This is actually episode, so make sure you don't miss one so that you get enlightened on all the tools and everything in Photoshop. Okay, so right now we are going to change the figures over there to the preference of my client, and she wants them to be 20 instead of 8.19. So the first tool that I used was the test tool, so I changed it, and now I'm setting the size, that's the font size, to fit the same on the receipt. So let's adjust this small to the position. Okay, I think it's okay. So from here, I'm just going to change the color. See, the color doesn't match. I have a color blue here, and that one look like brown. All right, so let's adjust it to the same color. I think it's brown. Sure, so let's pick brown. Okay, let me adjust it small. Okay, I think this will look perfect. It's a match. All right, so I think this is okay. Right now, this is okay, so I'm just going to change the subtotal. Since we already have the 20.19, he said the subtotal is also going to be 20.19, and we use Control plus J to copy and Control plus T to pick it up. And since if pick it up, we drag it down. All right, that's why I said those tutorials, I've explained everything. So Control plus J to make a copy. Let me zoom in. Okay, Control plus J to make a copy, and Control plus T to select it so that you can drag it to the next position, because the total is 20.19. That's why you are making the subtotal 20.19. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase the old data, and I'm going to use the patch tool. Okay, so let me explain this tool a little bit. This tool helps you to delete unwanted areas, just like I'm selecting it, and when I'm done, I'll just drag it to a place that looks very clean. That's okay. Right, so right now you can see that all our unwanted data is already erased, and we can freely continue our tutorial. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to decrease the opacity of the text for it to fit, so that it wouldn't show a lot and make any difference. Right, so I'm just trying to decrease it to fit the normal text on the receipt. Okay, so I'm just going to change the price at the MX side. That's 8.19. So as I said earlier, the shortcut we are going to use is Control plus J to make a copy, and Control plus T to select it so that we can drag it. So Control plus J has made a copy. Now I use Control plus T to select, then I drag it down to this price tag, right? Sure, just like I'm doing. So let's move ahead and change the total. That's the total price of the item purchased. Yes, this total I'm talking about. No, it have different fonts and different style, different color too. I think this one look a little bit bold, so we are just going to change the font using these Photoshop tools that I talk about. But since the prices are just the same, I'm just going to pick this one up, the Control plus J, Control plus T, and move it up there so that we can just adjust little things in it, just like I'm doing right now. So you just select it and you select the font size, Remember, the font size is different from the previous ones we already tackled. This one is very big and this one is very bold. So I'm just trying to adjust it for it to fit. I think 17 is too big, so let me reduce it. Now it fit perfectly, and so we move on to change the color. So we select the color about there, then we just drag it to make sure that it matches the perfect color on the receipt, so that there wouldn't be any difference. So right now you just have to drag this to see if it fits perfectly. Then you just select OK over there and your color is done. So I think this one look perfect right now, so I'm going to choose this one. Sure, I think it's okay now. So okay, and let's check it out and see if it's okay. So it look perfect now. Now the next thing I'm going to do is delete the unwanted data within it. But let me show you one trick. I can use the rectangular line to circle it, then come back to use my patch 2 over there, the one I'm selecting, to drag it out, and you can see it look perfect right now. All right, so the same, you can still use the same process, just like I use the part 2, but this one, if you think using the part 2, you have to draw it around it. If you think just like I'm doing right now, if you think it's very confusing, then you have to use the rectangular tool over there to draw around it. So you can check it right now, it looks perfect, right? But we are not done. We are just going to make some amendments in this, make sure the color blend and also the opacity and the filling of the colors and the data on the receipt is matching perfectly, so that there wouldn't be an error for any detection that this is fake or something. So I'm just going to check all these stuff out, just like I'm doing right now. And one happy thing is that I'm also going to show you how to fill in signature on the receipt right now. Just like the empty space over there is for our signature. So after we've done the amendments and the little things about it, I'm also going to show you how you can make a signature. And even if you want to copy it to your receipt, is available, and you can do it in Photoshop. All right, so now let's head to the signature. She said I should put on signature for it to look perfect. So right now the tool that I'm going to use is a draw to. I'm just going to draw my signature on it right now, and I mean any signature is okay. So let's see. I'm just going to use this tool. All right, that's the pencil tool. Okay, so I'm just going to use just like a normal pencil. So right now I selected the background image, that's the main receipt there. Right now I'm just drawing any signature on it, so it look perfect. Okay, I think it's okay. So we're just going to decrease it small and make some little adjustments. Okay, so the tool that I selected was the rectangular tool, and so I think it's perfect right now. So let's adjust our signature, decrease the opacity and also the filling for it to fit perfectly, just like I'm doing, so that it doesn't make any difference. Okay, I think it's okay. The filling is for, so let's see, I think this look perfect right now. So just little amendments. Okay, so we are almost done right now. At this stage, I will urge you to subscribe. Just subscribe to my channel so that I can keep on providing you with more information on how to edit documents, receipts, and a whole lot of information in Photoshop. Okay, so let's save our documents right now because it look okay for me right now. So let's export it, save as. So we want our file in PNG, so we export it to PNG